Bava Metzia DAF YOMI, sponsored for Refuah Shalema for Daniel David Ben Menucha. We begin with the Mishnah on Chavhei Amud Beis. The finder can keep a lost object in a collapsed wall or an old wall. The Mishnah refers to a very rusty object, indicating it was left there for so long, even from before the conquest of Eretz Yisrael, and probably belonged to an Amorite. One who found a lost object in a new wall, one from built after the conquest of Eretz Yisrael. A, the hole penetrates the whole wall. The finder can keep it if found in the outer half of the hole, because we assume a pedestrian hid it there and forgot it. If found somewhere in the inner half, it belongs to the owners. The Mishnah refers to a material or a bar of silver that are the same on either side. However, a knife follows the direction of its handle, a purse the direction of its strings. B, if the object takes up the whole width of the wall, even if slanted in one direction, it is divided between the finder and the owner. C, if the owner rents his house, even if the object was found in the house, the loser despairs of getting it back. Question. Money found in Yerushalayim during the regal is assumed to be Meiser Sheni, even though the rest of the year it is Chulin, because people bring their Meiser Sheni money to spend during the regal. The streets are swept daily, so we can assume whatever is found is from money that was there last. Therefore, the lost object should belong to the last tenant. Reish Lakish answers, our Mishnah discusses a case where the owner rented to 3 people at once. The tenant who lost his object does not know from whom to make his claim. However, if there was only one tenant, then he could claim it as being the last one. Rabbi Menashe, the second answer, says, since the Gemara never resolved previously if Reb Shimon Elazar holds that a Jew despairs even in a place of a Jewish majority, as in this case, you have 3 people together, the other 2 tenants, the Gemara suggests an alternative resolution. The 3 tenants were Gentiles, and there is no obligation to return it to them. Rav Nachman, who's the third answer, he says, no, this case is different than a Jewish majority because the loser has real grounds to assume one or both of the other tenants stole it. This follows another ruling of Rav Nachman. If one sees money falling from 2 people walking together, the loser does not despair. He can force his companion in court to take a shvuas heses. However, if 3 are walking together, he despairs because he's uncertain who stole it. In this case, the finder who actually picked it up can keep it. Rava qualifies this in 2 versions. A, there is less than a shava pruta for each of the 3, but if there is a shava pruta, the finder cannot keep it. The 3 could be partners. The one who denied finding it may be teasing, so the loser will not despair. B, even if there are 3 companions and only 2 prutas, perhaps one relinquished his share. Therefore, Rav Nachman's law that the finder may keep it is only if there are less than 2 prutas. One who saw a coin fall from a person walking alone. Number 1, the finder stole it, violates 2 lavin. Notice he picked it up with the intent to steal, he's over 2 lavin. Lo sigzo, lo sucha lisalim. Do not steal, and do not hide from a lost object. He violates the positive commandment of Hashev Teshivim to return a lost object. If he eventually returns it after the owner is miyayish, he still violates do not hide from a lost object, but not lo sigzo v'hashev teshivim. 2, the finder picked it up with the intent to return it, but stole it after Yush, he violates Hashev Teshivim, the positive commandment to return a lost object. 3, the finder picks it up after Yush, he violates Lo Sucha Lisan. In other words, he waits for the loser to be miyayish. He's over lo sucha lisalem, not to avoid picking up a lost object. However, if the coin fell into sand, he can keep it even if the finder brings a sieve. And he sees him bringing a sieve to sift the sand. The next Mishnah. The Mishnah discusses finding something in a store. Number one, it is a place open to the public. One despairs of getting it back. Two, if it was found behind the counter, it belongs to the storekeeper. On the counter, it belongs to the finder. Three, in front of the money changer's table, it belongs to the finder. Between his table and where the money changer sits, it belongs to the money changer. Four, a buyer found money and fruits he bought from a merchant or had delivered to him, it belongs to the finder. Bought from a private person, he must return it. If wrapped, he has to announce it, even bought from a merchant.